We are living our perceptions. We are not living anywhere in tune with reality. The other person may not be bad, but the script you hold about that person is bad. The other person may not have done something wrong, but the script you hold about the other person in your head is wrong. The other person may not be snobbish, but you hold a script in your own head. I remember telling one of them in one of the top years, all the software that you have in your computer, and you have those desktop icons which you click. Now the desktop icon is only an entry, a reference point, a gate through which the entire software opens and starts operating. Now we have an icon for Word, we have an icon for Excel, we have an icon for your PowerPoint, you have an icon for, say, Safari. Apple users love feel so you have an icon for your Safari, you have an icon for your Firefox, and you have all these icons. The icon is not the software. But if I tell you right now Firefox, the thought that will come to you is only the icon. If I tell you right now Microsoft Word, the first thought that will come to you is your icon. Because internally, the visual impression of that entire software you have built multiple times in your head is that particular icon. Similarly, I realized we all hold an icon on relationships. Now this relationship that has been on, and one incident happened which caused you a lot of hurt. Somebody had asked me that question. I know he loves me a lot, I know he cares for me a lot, I know he is everything to me and I'm everything to him. But an incident that happened last year till now is hurting me so much I'm not able to forgive him. What you have basically done is, you have made that particular incident the icon as a reference to your entire relationship. What has been processed and serviced the maximum is that particular icon in your head. So every time you think of your relationship with him, the first thought that comes to you is that particular time when he hurt you so much. All that is required right now is to bring a shift into that script and the icon of putting it through. If right now you can program yourself an icon of some very beautiful moment you have had in that relationship, something that you really cherish about that relationship, some gesture, some act of being touched. If suppose that can become the icon to that, and that you keep servicing, every time you think of that relationship, you think about that special moment. Every time you think of that, you think about that special moment. From now onwards, that relationship will no more be a source of hurt and agony to you, but it will be, especially for a lot of us who don't have the maturity in relationship, the greatest blunder we do is, sometimes the last mistake in a relationship becomes the icon through which you view the entire relationship. If years of goodness can be erased by a single mistake, no relationship can survive. If years of a relationship can break through and fall apart because of one misunderstanding, one miscomprehension, and one script that you developed in your own head which may not be true at all. Chances are, if I don't stand here and explain what is my predicament when I have to walk from the car up to this, Prasad could have gone back with an icon of hurt. He can go. And all that has happened in this relationship right now, memory, but the point of reference through which you view this entire relationship will be an icon of hurt. And you press that again. Now after that, wherever you hear the word Rajan, that icon comes back. Wherever you talk about a relationship between a seeker and guru, that icon comes back. You relive it, you reprocess it, and that becomes your most dominant impression. Every cluster within you has an icon. It may be pleasant, it may be very painful. It can be one of gratitude, it can be one of betrayal. It can be something that you cherish, or it is something that you want to forget about. And so often, the human frailty and immaturity in relationship is that we create icons based on the last mistake. Rajiv Gandhi was asked, who will win this election? And he said, Congress will win the election. Why? He said, the opposition have committed the last mistake before the election. And this entire country decides who should come to power. Not based on what is done in 5 years, but based on who committed the last mistake. If an entire country is so immature that a decision on who should rule the country for the next 5 years is not taken by what you did for 5 years, but by the last mistake. The only reason probably a reformer like Chandrababu Naidu was knocked out was he made the last mistake. The only reason a reformer like Manmohan Singh, after he was a revolutionary finance minister for 5 years, in the next election lost his deposit, he made the last mistake. And a lot of us have that immaturity where the icon that we hold in a relationship is probably based on the last mistake. And probably it's not made. And what you don't realize is, one, it hurts the whole relationship. Two, it hurts your peace. You're not peaceful. Every negative icon you carry in your own head that represents a relationship is a source of disturbance to you. So not only you have become a source of disturbance to others, you are a source of disturbance unto your own self, because the icons you hold, and some of you somehow manage. How you manage, I don't know. You have a negative icon for all relationships. And no matter what happens in the relationship,